Welcome to the channel. I'm the Scottish astrologer, and in this video I will reveal to you the secrets of the occult magic wand, its true purpose, workings, and how they are made, and the correct astrological timing to do so. Now, contrary to common belief, magic wands are not objects of fantasy. They are not just these white-tipped black rods that you would see a so-called magician using performing trickery or illusion, or what you would get in a magic set, or something like that. Nor are they just the stuff of fantasy or make-believe or movies such as Harry Potter, etc. No, in fact, the magic wand has been around for thousands of years and is actually one of the most, if not the most powerful of all occult tools. So powerful that it is actually considered far more deadly and advanced a weapon than even a firearm, especially if in the wrong hands and used for wrongdoing. The magic wand is in fact a very simple yet extremely advanced piece of technology, and this will become blatantly clear to the wise when I explain exactly how these tools are made later in this video. Now, just to calm the nerves of certain people watching this video, a magic wand is useless in the hands of the unwise or in the hands of those with a low degree of force within their soul. So the wand is only a powerful tool in the hands of the adept, those with a good and strong mental and moral nature, who also fully understands nature itself and its laws. So again, even the most powerful of wands is useless in the hands of the common man, just like a smartphone would be useless in the hands of a baby. So there is no need to worry about me showing how to make a wand, even if the wrong person can follow what I am saying and actually manages to construct a wand. There is still the process of magnetizing it, which that person will have no chance of succeeding in, even when they know what to do, okay? Now, properly constructed and prepared wands truly are the most powerful of all weapons that can protect and destroy, again, as long as it lies in the hands of the right type of person, as I have already explained. Someone with strong spiritual force and the right knowledge combined with the magical power of a properly prepared wand has attached to it, means that nothing can withstand the power of the wand when it is directed with a powerful and also determined will. Now, to explain to you in straight scientific terms what a magic wand's function actually is. The magic wand is an electric magnetic conductor, transmitter and amplifier for the will of the true magician, the natural magician, as they are known. Now, the magic wand is actually the original tool of defense from what is known as the golden age, okay, gone by, where humanity was far more advanced and they were in fact far more spiritual beings than our current state today. Now, firearms are just a degeneration, okay, of magic wands, as our spiritual state weakened over the ages and we became much more involved with matter, shall we say. And as we move into the age of Aquarius, now is the time for the original tool of defense to be rediscovered and be of use to all of humanity, all who are morally capable and educated enough spiritually, and so are ready to use them. And as we get further into the age of Aquarius, more and more people will become ready to use them. Okay. Now, I will explain to you how to actually construct a wand, and also explain to you the process of how to magnetize it. But briefly, before I explain that, you need to know the astrological timing of when to actually cut your shoot or your branch from a tree. Okay, I'll explain which trees later. Okay, but this branch will be the main component of your wand. Now, there is only one time of the year when it is possible to cut your shoot or branch so that it is fully magnetized when you do so. And that is on the first full moon after the sun enters the zodiac sign of Capricorn after the winter solstice. So, the first full moon after this time at midnight, when the moon is culminating at the midheaven and when the sun is in Capricorn, that means the moon is in the sign she rules, Cancer. And so the magnetic power and influence of the moon upon all water at that time is at its strongest. And I can easily prove this to you through the moon's control over the tides of the ocean. And at this particular time of a full moon, tides are highest. And so, as plant life has a large percentage of water, it is safe to say they too are fully affected by the magnetic power of the moon and are considered magnetized, okay? And magnetized at the highest form at this particular time, or this particular full moon, okay? There is also one more stage of magnetizing the wand that needs to take place once it is fully constructed. But now to explain to you as to which tree needs to be used to source a wand from. Now I will give you a list of wood from particular trees that are ideal for making a wand from. But first I want you to know that it does not only have to be made from wood, from trees from this list, okay, as long as the tree is not currently a potted tree, okay, and is actually rooted into the ground, so it's a tree from the earth, okay, and this tree must also provide good wood for cutting and wood that lasts a long time, okay, and wood from a tree that you can get a copper wire through its core or center. So any tree that can do all those things will do the job just as sufficiently as the rest of the trees on the list I'm about to mention, as the point of the tree wood is to incorporate a layer of organic plant matter, okay, and so a particular form of nature or life in general, and life itself is the original magic, okay, and true magic, okay, life itself, the mystery, that's a true mystery. Now, here is a list of wood from particular trees that is sufficient for the job, and these are ebony, rosewood, cedar, boxwood, sandalwood, or wood from a peach tree, an almond tree, a swamp willow, or a witch hazel, or an English yew. Now, the size of the shoot or branch that you cut is really up to you, but I would suggest that the size of the preferred wand should be roughly 18 inches, incorporating the magical number 9. But apparently there are effective wands of varying sizes, as the size of the wand itself does not determine its power, or if the wand actually works, okay, so it's nothing to do with the size, but I like to incorporate the magical number 9 personally. And also giving you a rough guide of 18 inches for a size, okay. Now the next stage or step after cutting the wood down to size is to get a copper wire, okay, through the centre of the wood from end to end, okay. Then by covering the end that you hold in your hand with gold while making sure it connects or touches the copper wire inside, and then by covering the opposite end of the wand, okay, with silver, the end you'd point, okay, with silver, again while making sure it is connected, okay, as well as concealing the copper wire inside, okay, so cover it with silver so you can't see the wire anymore, okay, on the tip. Now if you are unable to do this work for yourself, your only hope is to find someone who can, but the wand must be constructed, okay, and ready to magnetize again by the next full moon, okay. So from the full moon when you cut the wand, you have roughly 28 to 29 days to make the wand and have it ready to be magnetized. Now the final step that needs to be done before the wand is fully completed and ready to be magnetized is you have to attach to the outside of the wand a part of an animal, okay. And I love animals, I'm not saying no animals have to die, okay, in order to make a wand, okay, so don't worry about that. And this is because animals are the next step or progression or evolution in nature from plant life, okay. You see, the true evolutionary process has our spirits coming from source and first incarnating here on earth in mineral form, represented by the metal core of the wand, and then our next type of incarnation progresses to plant life, represented by the wood of the wand, and then the next round of incarnations is as animals, and after that human, okay. So you see why we need animal to also be incorporated. Now again, no animals need to be harmed for this. I suggest a single feather, okay, of a bird attached to the outside of the wand and tie it on with horsehair, and I suggest you use the feather of a wise bird such as a crow, a raven, magpie or owl, etc. Now using a bird feather and horsehair gives you the combination of two kinds of animals, one from the air and one from the ground. And the horse is man's original and true best friend, as you will see in history, okay. Now failing this, you can carve the image of a ground and an air animal onto the outside of the wand, okay. The images of the animals represent as well, okay, and would work just as well. So you can do that, okay, if you can't get a feather or anything, because I'm talking you probably need to find one, because I'm not suggesting harming any animals, definitely not, totally against that. But now I'm going to tell you about the original, okay, and apparently most powerful of wands, okay. They are actually made from the live ivory of a female elephant, but this I totally do not agree with. And again, wands can be made without harming an animal, as I have just explained, and only those who possess very dark souls would want a wand made of live ivory, regardless of whether apparently it is the most powerful of wands or not, because this wand without a doubt would be used for sinister intentions, okay? Because the person who made the wand, what they were willing to do to make the wand, that is dark, in my opinion. Now, moving on, the last part to fully complete the wand is to magnetize the complete piece, and this is done through ceremony and aspiration. Now, all the incantations, robes, magical circles, chants, burning of herbs, etc., etc., are all nothing in magic but stage props, okay, that can help put the magician into the right frame of mind, the right mental state for the job in hand. Just like how costumes, etc., help actors feel more like a character they are trying to portray, okay, it's just the same thing. Now, the true magic of the ceremony comes from the mind of the natural magician, on top of being performed at the correct astrological time, which again for this particular process is the second full moon after the sun enters Capricorn, and again at midnight, okay, when the moon is conjunct the midheaven, directly in the middle of the sky. Now, the key to potently concentrating the magnetic energy of the moon into the wand is first by standing barefoot on the earth, holding the wand in your right hand and pointing it directly towards the moon, okay? So the silver end of the wand is pointing towards the moon directly. Now, silver is the metal of the moon, which is directly above you, okay, and the wand, and the earth. And now gold, which is at the other end of the wand, is the metal of the sun, which at that very moment will be directly opposite the moon. And so having the gold end of the wand pointed directly towards it. Now, the wand is basically plugged in and is ready to be charged, so to speak, and all you need to do now is to hit the power switch, and that is done through the power of your will and mind. Now, what you need to do is to have a clearly defined aspirational thought, which in this case should be what you are wanting from the ceremony, okay? Then you must speak this reality into existence through the complete unison of voice and mind. And how this is done, you may ask, okay, how do you do this? Well, I am only going to give you a clue by telling you that when a good vocalist puts true emotion into the song in which they are singing, they produce a particular vibration which can have the audience feeling the emotion. Now, they can get goosebumps or hair standing on the back of their neck, etc., or even cry, or get the feeling of ecstasy. Or if you are watching an actor, let's say, who puts real emotion into their performance, or their voice, etc., now they can have you in tears, even though you know it's just make-believe, and it's all actors and it's all fiction. Still, a good enough actor or actress can transfer that emotion onto you from afar, just by their voice, body language, or through the rays of their eyes. So there is your clue. The wise will now understand how to speak with unison of voice and mind to produce a particular effect upon someone, or indeed something, in this particular case. Now, if everything goes well, you will now have in your possession a very powerful tool indeed, capable of truly amazing things, but please remember that this tool focuses the stream of mental fire or energy in whatever direction the wand is pointed in. Also, the great excitement of mind while holding this wand when you are consciously not wanting to use it is equally as powerful and effective as when you are consciously using the wand. So be aware, only hold the wand when you are actually needing to use it to be safe, okay, and to avoid any unintentional or unwanted effects. Again, please do not worry about the idiotic or weak-minded gaining this information, as a wand, again, is completely useless in their hands, and in fact, I can bet that these people will be the ones in the comment section making fun of this subject, okay, as their minds are totally incapable of comprehending this, and that's fine. I don't expect everyone to get or accept what I am saying here, okay, to be true, but I trust that this information will reach and be utilised properly by the right people. Okay folks, that's all for this video. A huge thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell at the right hand side of the subscribe button. Until next time, take care.